Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Christina Rice.
You're listening to the Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hey, Christina.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good.
We're doing good. So tell us a little bit about you and kind of what you actually do.
So I'm a real estate agent and I work for Ensley Real Estate. Our main office is in Cedar Springs. We just became our own brokerage at the beginning of the year.
Nice.
And I decided to take the leap and start my own team. So that is new. Just opened up a little building in Gowan, Michigan, real small little area. Just a place to have my team join up. Right now I have 3 agents and this all just started a couple months ago. So it's pretty exciting. It's moving along pretty quickly and going really good.
That's awesome. So when you were younger, is this what you had planned for your future? Did you want to build a team? Or what was your whole plan?
So younger, I always wanted to be a marine biologist. So totally different.
Nice.
And spectrum.
Did you do anything involved in it?
Yeah. I just thought swimming with the dolphins, I mean, what girl doesn't want to do that?
Yeah. Did you do anything with it at all?
But what's that?
Did you do anything involved in it at all?
I haven't, actually. It was just kind of a childhood dream.
Have you gone on vacation yet to swim with the dolphins?
We did go to Hawaii recently.
Okay.
And that was an amazing experience because they actually took us out to an area where the dolphins were wild.
Nice.
Out there, we were able to jump off the boat and go down and swim with them. And to be that close to wild dolphins was awesome.
That's cool.
Definitely amazing. I'm glad I didn't go the route of marine biologist though, but it was a really cool experience to do that. So
yeah,
I'd love to take the kids to do that.
That's
awesome.
They would probably love that. What made you interested in real estate? What kind of drew you to this field?
So I've been interested in real estate since I was younger. I was one of those people who crashed open houses and, drove around. Sundays, my parents would drive around with us kids in the back seat. We would drive around on Sundays and look around and see what houses were new on the market. Back then we didn't have the internet. So driving around and looking at signs in people's yards were kind of the thing to do then. And it was fun. It was just like a family day out driving around looking. And so what really pushed me to make the leap was I had lived in Kansas City and my husband was a GM gypsy, General Motors. So we were kind of popping, wherever he needed to be. And we had an unfortunate accident and we lost him. And so he passed away and I needed to sell the home and I needed to sell it quick to get back up to Michigan to be with family. At that time, I had reached out to a couple agents and had some agents pop over and they straight up told me that I would not be able to get what I wanted for the house and that my best bet was to just walk away.
Wow.
And I'm like, what do you mean just walk away?
Right.
Like, who just walks away from my house? What are you talking about?
Yeah. How's that work?
And they tried telling me I was upside down. I needed to just walk away from it and let the bank take it back. And I think that's when it really hit me. And plus I was in a weird state at that time too, just losing my husband. I was, kind of like, you're not going to tell me what to do. This is what I need to do for me and my kids. And so I raced straight out and bought some, home for sale signs at the store, went to the title company, got my own paperwork, kind of had somebody really nice in the title company kind of give me a little advice on what I should do or needed to do because, I had no idea. I mean,
right.
Now being a real estate agent, I realize how crazy it is to do for sale by owner. But at the time I was just like, kind of, these guys are nuts. I'm not going to listen to anybody. I'm going to do my own thing. So that's what I did. I put a sign out on a Friday and I had 11 different families come through over the weekend. And on Monday, I accepted an offer and got it through inspections and to close and ended up having $10,000 to bring me and my kids up to Michigan with.
Wow.
And I think at that point, it was just like, I I love the process of it. I was excited for the buyers to get into the house. I was excited for selling it. I was excited to put the hard work in and to make it happen. And it kind of was like, you know what, maybe this is what I need to do. Then I kind of put that aside, got up here to Michigan, didn't know what to do, knew I wanted to go into some type of business, but I wasn't quite sure. I ended up opening an ice cream shop, thinking that would be a fun thing for me. And my kids were young, thinking, oh, that's going to be fun over the summer. Me and the kids working at an ice cream shop. Little did I know that you never leave. And you're literally just working with your kids 24/7 at an ice cream shop. And what kind of fun was that? Some good memories, but we did it for 3 summers. And I ended up meeting my current husband, and we ended up getting married. And I told him, I've always wanted to be a real estate agent. I don't know how to get in. I have a feeling I know what I need to do, but what if I fail? What if I, just all these questions and being scared. And he's like, do it. I mean, it's the opportunity. You've always wanted to do it. And he really pushed me, and I just took the leap, and thank God I did, because I feel like I should have been doing this my entire life.
Yeah.
Honestly. Mm-hmm.
When That's you awesome. First started, were you on a team or were you by yourself?
So when I first started, I started with the Ensley team.
Okay.
That they were, at the time, our brokerage was 5-Star Real Estate. So we were with 5-Star Real Estate, and then Ensley just broke off the beginning of this year.
Gotcha. Okay.
Brokerage. Yep. So I was with the Ensley team. I still am with the Ensley team now that their own brokerage, and I do have my own team. We all still are one big team, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
I would not have gone off to start my own team or do my own thing unless I had the Ensleys, because I thank them a lot. They're definitely my mentors, and could not be here without them. They've definitely had a big part in getting me here. So it's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So when you sold your home by sale for sale by owner, and then you joined the team and you sold your first transaction with that team, what was the major difference between the two?
A ton.
Yeah.
So I got extremely lucky with an amazing buyer on my for sale by owner. It's a different world, now doing so many transactions later, it's like, wow, all of these things could have happened.
Right.
Thank God they didn't. But definitely having, done that now, I see these other people doing for sale by owners, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they have no idea what they're getting into. I'm super nervous for them.
Right.
Just, they have no idea how sideways things could go. And, and as a real estate agent, I mean, that's what we're doing, is just putting out all the fires and making things go smooth and good. And I just got really, really, really lucky with mine. Very lucky.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Awesome.
Is there any advice that you got as well when you've joined the team that has just kind of stuck with you throughout the years?
Definitely balance. I have great brokers that are telling us constantly, take downtime, take time off for yourself. You need to balance work and home and family life. That's, and even now we still struggle with that. I mean, we're working 24/7. And if we go on vacation, we're still working. If we go away for the weekend, we're still working. No matter what we do, we're still working. So to have our brokers that have been doing this for so long tell us, turn your phones off, let go of the reins a little bit, let somebody else on your team take over for you so you can enjoy some time out, because I mean, you get burned out and then you're no good to anybody.
Right.
And that's really been the best advice. And I'm still working on doing that, but it's definitely getting better as time goes on, making that time and making sure that the kids, husband, family, everybody's happy is hard, and to keep all of your clients happy at the same time. It's definitely a struggle, but it's getting there. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, well, the
sure.
phones never stop either. So even like you mentioned, when you're on vacation, you're still going to get the phone calls and the emails.
Yeah.
It's still going to happen.
Yeah. there's a running joke. If you need business, go on vacation.
Right.
And it's the truth, because the second you go on vacation, everybody's looking to sell and everybody's looking to buy.
Yep.
Yep, for sure. That's awesome. So what has been one of the worst properties you've been to, or the worst showings?
So I did go to one that was very it's hard to say without sounding so mean. It wasn't taken care of.
Yeah.
It was in really bad condition, and there was children living in the home, and you could tell that there was a lot of negativity going on in the home. And to leave there and not make phone calls was very difficult. And I choke up just talking about it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But I cried all the way home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say you, what is some advice that you give, like, anyone that's kind of joined your team that you could give to them just kind of starting out?
Just, you have to be a go-getter. You have to be self-motivated. You cannot expect someone to be standing on your side cheerleading you all of the time to do, you are a business owner, you own a business. So you need to treat it as it is a business. It's very easy to fall into the doing whatever you want to do type of schedule. And that just does not work in this business. You need to time block and have some type of schedule, or you're not going to be productive. There's a lot of people who are busy all of the time, but they're not productive. And there's a big difference between the two, being busy and being productive. And the only way to do that is to schedule time out of your day, time block, make sure that you're prioritizing things that need to be done. Always answer your phone. People are getting a hold of you and you can't answer it right that second. You let them know, and then you get back with them as soon as possible. Communication is really the biggest factor, I feel, in real estate. And I think the more and the better that you are at communicating, the better you're going to be as a person and as an agent.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's say you had to start all over today and you only had $1,000. How would you spend that first $1,000?
Oh boy. So so I'm a huge Brian Buffini fan. I was kind of introduced to his style of things. I was already following his style of things before I even knew who he was. So that's a good thing. But I was already a couple years into real estate before I took any of his classes or got to know anything about how he does things. If I could go back, I wish on day one I would have known who he was, and I wish I would have got started with his way of doing things right off of the bat. So that would be one thing. Another thing I would do would be something with a community, probably a community event. I'm huge into the community. I love doing fundraisers, community events, anywhere that I can help. It's great to get your name out there, your face out there for people to know who you are. And, I would probably find a good community event fundraiser thing and put something really good together and meet the community more and get to know people better.
Yeah, spread the word faster that way, getting to know more people. That's awesome. Is there any business book that you've read that you could recommend to anybody on your team that would be starting out?
Now that you mentioned that, I told my team today. So The Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller is, that's the Realtor Bible. So, I think everybody should at least read that once, if not more, but at least one time you should read that one.
Yeah, for sure. That one's awesome. So how can people get a hold of you?
Best is phone call or text, even email. I do have a Facebook page as well for the business, but I would say call or text. My personal cell is the best way to get in contact with me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's really nice. I appreciate the invite.
Yep.
Are these working? There we go.
Oh, there we go. I think they're working. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
Subscribe? What do we got to point at it? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. Like
It might be there.
Might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Find it. It's red.
Yeah. And it's
Red.
blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah. I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them to also give us a 5-star review if they're listening on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars,
review.
guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take 4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on. I mean,
I don't think this is working.
This is not working.